A challenge for you. Blood red blazers, expressionless faces, and big black furry hats. Who exactly are they? The marching band from the University of Houston? Yes, but I'm referring to those other individuals. In London, the UK's capital, those are the Queen's security officers. Even if those easily recognizable and frequently captured guys are always in the spotlight, I bet you didn't know some interesting facts about them. Number 11. The Queen's guards are required to follow the protocol even if they're about to faint. Boy, do they faint. Imagine yourself wearing a thick black fur hat and wearing heavy wool clothes in the middle of the summer. Naturally, even those who are always well prepared often find it difficult to handle such a task. However, there is a certain way in which a guard must faint according to the protocol. He must maintain his posture of attention even if he experiences dizziness, and must do so even if he falls, most frequently landing face down. This is known as to faint to attention, which is why you won't witness a guard who has fallen on the ground crumpled into a heap. Number 10. The guards are not permitted to smile or laugh under any circumstances. However, it's not because of a lack of try from the tourists. The truth is that the troops practice keeping a smile off of themselves so they don't lose their wages. A guard could be fined up to 1 week's pay if a superior sees him expanding his lips in a smile. The overly cheery guard should typically be prepared to pay approximately $260. Even so, the guards occasionally find themselves laughing out loud. Some of them are just too humorous, as one of them said. Number 9. Furthermore, it is misleading that the Queen's guards are restricted from any kind of movement. On the contrary, they occasionally must do so. Every 10 minutes, the guards leave the spot, walk a few meters, turn around, and return to their position to remain still for the next 10 minutes, because being motionless for too long is harmful to their health. However, those are pretty much the only motions they are permitted to make, not even picking your nose, scratching an itch, or wiping away sweat. Number 8. You've probably observed that while the Queen's guards typically wear bright red jackets, you can occasionally see them wearing long gray coats. One of the cleverest explanations I've heard about this occurrence went something like this. When the Queen is happy, the guards dress up in red jackets, but when she's in a bad mood, the troops choose the gray coats. However adorable it may seem, the reality couldn't be further from it. The Queen's guards dress in a long gray coat in the fall and winter, and red jackets in the spring and summer. The soldiers can stand still in their coats for a long period of time while being warm and protected from the elements. Number 7. It's true that no one is permitted to approach the guards or make threatening statements to them, but it's a common misconception that they are always mute. In this situation, the soldiers can yell a warning, such as, "Make way for the Queen's Guard." Additionally, the guards have every right to knock over a careless tourist if he or she blocks their path, so be cautious. Number 6. The guards of the Queen hate the heat, and I can see why. No chance to wipe away sweat, warm clothing, hefty headwear, intense sun. Say what? They hate hot days for other reasons besides that, right? It turns out that the drill boot's shine melts when exposed to direct sunlight for a long period of time. The guards must therefore polish their shoes once again after each shift. Number 5. No matter what, the Queen's guards are not permitted to leave their place. But certainly they can use the restroom when necessary. Is it possible? Nope. Royal guards are under tight orders to take care of their necessities on the spot. Fortunately, their thick woolen trousers are dark enough to hide their embarrassment. Number 4. The Queen's guards initially wore their towering, fluffy bearskin hats to appear more commanding and taller. Recently, they attempted to replace genuine fur with synthetic fur, but it didn't seem to work well. Artificial fur simply didn't have the same aesthetic appeal as real fur, and because the color comes off of them so readily, they don't last long. However, hats made with real fur are extraordinarily hefty, weighing anywhere between 4.5 to 9 pounds. Additionally, the bearskin absorbs all the moisture from rain or snow and becomes much heavier. By the way, the placement of the hat strap beneath the guard's nose has a function of its own. Because the bearskin cap is so heavy, if it had been damaged or shot while the soldier was wearing it and the strap is positioned under his chin, it would likely break his neck. Though I can understand how much safer this undernose strap is, I'm not sure whether it's even slightly comfortable. Number 3. The British Army Recruit Battery Test, or BARB, is required if you want to join the Queen's Guard team. It's a 30-minute computer-based test that evaluates your aptitude for problem-solving, analysis, and logical thinking. Additionally, the exam assesses a recruit's capacity for future position adaptation. However, even if you did really well in the test, you still need to meet one more requirement. You need to be about 6 feet tall, or 182 centimeters. The minimum height limit was once 6 feet 2 inches, 188 centimeters, and has now been lowered to 5 feet 10 inches, 178 centimeters. Number 2. The Queen's Guards undoubtedly have a lot of laws and regulations to obey, but that doesn't mean they don't enjoy themselves. Consider this. During the Changing of the Guard event, the musicians can play something a little less solemn than traditional patriotic anthems and marches when the guards are joined by their regimental band. If you're lucky, you might catch them performing the Game of Thrones or Indiana Jones themes, as well as the Star Wars Imperial March. Number 1. Lastly, a word about the renowned Red Jackets. It's a popular assumption that the Queen's Guard started wearing red coats because doing so prevented fellow soldiers from losing morale during the fight because blood wouldn't be visible on their clothes. But it appears that the real cause was rather different. The red pigment was one of the most readily available at the time. Therefore, it was chosen for the jackets. Additionally, there was only one dyeing stage for this color. What do you think is the most challenging part of working for the Queen's Guard? The bathroom issue might be somewhat difficult in my opinion. Please, tell me in the comment section.